Hey everybody, welcome to a special Thursday night edition of Friday Night Football. We're going to go into episode 8, and I wanted to do something a little bit, uh, I think it's special. I think it's kind of cool. I wanted to do a pre-play of the EFL Championship playoff final, which is going to happen Saturday. So I wanted to do this Thursday, put it out there so people could watch it before the game actually happened. So this game is going to take place between Sheffield United, and Sunderland, and we'll look at that their setup in a minute. Before we do that, some game news. This week we have posted the Ligue 1, French Ligue 1, and the Bundesliga. So those two sets have been posted. Next week we will get into a couple more of the big five leagues. Probably Serie A and the Premier League, and then after that we'll do La Liga and a couple others. So working my way through the sets, I think I'm trying to slow down a little bit, make sure I'm a little more cautious in what I'm doing, try to avoid some of the mistakes. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get those posted. You guys can play those. Moving on to the game, if you like this video, go ahead or don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the setup, into the game, and see how this thing plays out. First things first is the standings. And of course, the dogs are in here making noise. They were quiet for hours. And now that I want to start recording, probably because I'm talking, they're making noise. Anyways, Sheffield United came in third. Sunderland came in fourth in the regular season for the championship. Sheffield United had a 2-point deduction, but I think they still, what I heard, I'm not positive, I think I heard they set the record for the most points of a team that didn't get automatic promotion. So they ended with 90 points. Leeds United and Burnley both had 100. Sheffield United had 90. Sunderland ended with 76. So they had a good season. I'm a Sunderland fan just from the Sunderland Till I Die Netflix series. It's a really good series. I highly recommend watching it. It's a really good look at what a club goes through. And actually, they struggled. This was a documentary before Welcome to Wrexham. And it kind of shows how a team has fallen and worked its way back up. They're one game away from getting back to the Premier League, and I think that would be cool. They got a tough task ahead. So Sheffield United ended up 28, 8, and 10, 90 points, taking away those two. Sunderland 21, 13, and 12, 76 points. Sheffield United a plus 27 goal differential, and Sunderland a plus 14. The lineups for this game: Sheffield United is going to play Robinson, Ahmed Dazik, Ahmed Hadzik. I'm gonna. It's one of those names. Ahmed Hadzik, Burrows, Chowdhury, Peck, Souza, Hammer, Brewster, Moore, Campbell, and Cooper. Sunderland is going to go with Sirkin, Hume, O'Nine, Ballard, Job Bellingham, Neal, Lafie, Roberts, Mayenda, and Isidore with Patterson in goal. I took the starting lineups from the two previous playoff games that they played. Sunderland played the same lineup in both games. Sheffield United made a couple changes, and then I took that. I looked at whoscored.com and what they thought was their predicted lineup, which is probably more based on minutes played. But this is the lineup. I am not sure if any of these players are hurt or not. So if they are, I apologize. Those are the lineups I'm going to go with. The subs I also took from the subs that played in those semifinal games. So each team has 8 subs available on the bench, plus a goalie. I don't put the extra goalie in there, but they have those goalies available. So those are there. Looking at the lineup sheet and how they stack up, Sheffield United is a 1.53 goals per game average with a 5.4 defense, so a decent defense. Sunderland is a 1.37 goals per game with a 5.6 goals against. So pretty even. Sheffield United is a little bit better offensively. Sunderland barely better defensively, so that should play up pretty well. The goalies on each team, Sheffield United Cooper is at 80 and Patterson's at 74. So Sheffield United has the advantage there. So what we're going to do in this game is we're going to play it out. That's the lineup. The subs are going to be played out like I'm trying to prep to do for my next replay, which is going to be a European Big Five showdown tournament. I will play it out, and if there is an endurance check that comes up, then I'm going to check the offensive player and the defensive player twice. So I'll check the ones that come up on the roll, and then I'll check the ones on my extra 10. So I'm going to be checking potentially 4 players on an endurance check to try to push those players out. I'm not going to do a force sub at the 60-minute mark. The other thing I'm going to do is if a player is in a minus, in the plus minus, then their endurance is going to get dropped by 10 minutes. So unless they're an all, where they don't have an endurance failure, their endurance check will drop by 10. That will push to force out those negative players. When I get to the 80-minute mark, if I haven't used all the subs, then I will give myself the flexibility to add a sub, an offensive change, defensive change, however I want to do that, to change it up there. But this is going to be a tester. And I'm going to do a few games to test out how that system works. But let's go ahead and get started. We're playing at Wembley, so the possession numbers are 1 to 10 for the home team and 11 to 20 for the away team. We're playing neutral rules. Hopefully I remember that, especially on the aerials. So we'll see how it goes. I am going to root for Sunderland, which means they'll probably lose, but we'll see how this plays out. Opening kickoff will go to Sunderland. The 371 is a takeaway by Burrows. Sheffield United has the ball. 965 P. 1023 is an offside. Campbell goes offside. Sunderland has it. 253 P. 457 is a P. 528 P. 1042, a shot by Isidore against a 2. It is on target but saved. So Isidore rolls a 72 is the shot number, -3 is a 69. That's saved by Cooper. That's going to be an aerial battle. Moore is a 3 as a forward. That's amazing. So a 3 against a 2, and that is going to be won by Sheffield United. 926 offside Moore. So they've gone offside twice already to start the game. 348 P, 572 taken away by Bellingham. 941 shot attempt by Mayenda. That is on target, and he scores. Sunderland out of the gate scores in the 6th minute, assisted by Isidore. And it's the Black Cats getting the early lead, a 1-0 lead for Sunderland. Okay, so we got a ball game. This will be good. 865 P, 7. So Hammer is going to go +5, and he will on the corner. I use a plus-minus system on the corner. It's an odd number. He goes +3. But that's going to give Sheffield United the possession advantage. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was just checking something on my score sheet there. So let's see if that fixed what I was looking at. It did. Good. Okay. 1066 P, 957 P, 248 P, 137 P, 672 taken away by Neal. Sunderland has the ball. 745 P, 845 P, 1042 shot by Isidore against a 2, and that one is on target and saved. So Sunderland comes out the more aggressive team. 3 shots on target already. 29 is going to be Sheffield United's ball. It's taken away by Joe Bellingham. He has a famous brother, pretty sure. 836. Shot by Roberts against a 0. That one's off target. There we go. 83. That is going to end up being Sheffield United's ball. 121 is a foul. 1 and a foul. Robinson is fouled by Roberts. Okay. And a free kick. 1057 P. 417 foul 2 and a foul. Chowdhury fouled by Neal. Free kick to Sheffield United. 942. There's a shot attempt against a 10. It's stopped. Sunderland's defense stops the play from happening. Then they get the ball, and foul 4 is a foul. Lafay is fouled by Moore. And a free kick to Sunderland. 285 P, 556 P, 331 P plus. So in this game, net result soccer, if you're not familiar with it, it's a variable timing. So on a possession roll, the roll here, a 1 to 4 or 18 to 20, time will go up 1 minute. Otherwise, it stays where it's at. P plus means the team that has the P plus had to keep the ball, and they get a slight they get a slight advantage offensively on shots. So they have the ball. They're at a P plus, but they lose it back to a P star. So they pull it out. They keep possession. 241, 113 is a corner kick. Corner kick to Sheffield United or to Sunderland. 958 P. 882 P. 662 P. 152 P. 213 is a corner. 741 shot attempt by Hammer on the corner against a 0, but off target. So that's the first shot for Sheffield United. Goes off target. 64 plus 15 is going to be 79, and that will be an aerial battle. That's won by Sunderland. They will have the ball. 628 P plus. 254 P plus. 116 fouled. Sirkin is fouled by Moore. Free kick. It's kind of sad. The end of the season's coming up, and every weekend, typically every weekend, is going to be a soccer Saturday or soccer Sunday. And I lay on the couch. Dogs come on. I give the dog a bully stick to chew on, and we just kind of hang out and watch a game and a half maybe. I've just realized playing this what my soccer Saturday is going to be. I've got to watch this game, so looking forward to that, and not looking forward to United anymore. They suck. So, anyways, free kick. 7:28 shot by Lafie against a 7. It stopped. 6 and Souza goes +5 on the corner. And so they got a pretty big plus advantage there. 1086 P, 531. Shot attempt by Peck against a 0 off target. Patterson's a -5, so he makes that go off target. And 57-17, that ends up being Sunderland's ball. 552 P, 378, taken away by Burrows. Sheffield United has it. 632 P star, being eyeballed by one of the dogs. I think they want food. 983 P star, 955 P star, 772, taken away by Lafie. Sunderland has it. 567 P, 958 P, 418, foul 4. That's a P. 861 P, 154 P, 763 P, 332. A shot attempt by Burrows against a 6. That is off target. So it got through, but it's off target. His on roll is a 69 there. Burrows is a 26. But it's going to be an aerial battle, which is won by Sheffield United. 954 P, 532. Shot by Peck against a 0. That one's off target. So Sheffield United is starting to turn up the gas a little bit. 466 P, 326. Shot attempt by 09 against a 2. That one is off target as well. Wouldn't have been a goal, but off target. 38, 48, 58. That's going to be Sheffield United's ball. They counter back. 963 P, 335 P star for 09. 187. Sunderland has the ball. 954, 756 P star, 587 taken away. No, not taken away. Peck doesn't get it. It's still Sunderland's ball. They stay in P star. 283 taken away by Ahmedazik. Taken away. I think I got it. Taken away by Ahmedazik. 642 P, 142 P, 936 shot attempt by Bayenda against a 2, and that stopped. Second shot attempt stopped by Sheffield United. 146, 245 P, 588 P, 825 offside Brewster. Third offside for the Blades. 375 taken away by Burrows. 373 taken away back by 09. Sunderland now has it. 451 P, 584 P, 1064 P. So a P is basically just a passage of time. They're passing the ball, they're moving the ball. Nothing exciting or important happens during that passage of play. So P basically ends up being an open roll on the next one. So 235 is a P star, or P star means the team gets possession with no offensive advantage, and then a takeaway by Lafie. 986 P, 915 fouled. Moore is fouled by Neal. Free kick, Sheffield United. 776 taken away by Lafie. 137 is not a shot attempt. So he has a split rating of 37-1. That means on a 27 to 36, it's going to be a shot. 27 to 36 is going to be shot. On a 37, you have to check an extra 1d10. For me, that was a 4. It needed to be a 1. And so it's no shot. It's just a P. 3, 28. Again, but this one is a 28-1. The 1 hits, so it's a shot attempt by 09 against a 1. It's off target. 09 goes off target. Sheffield United has it. 886 P. 188. I don't know. Every dog's making noise. 188 P. 227 P plus. If you guys ever have any questions about this game, we have a Facebook forum that you can check out and become a member of. It's growing. It's pretty good. Or the Delphi forum. I have the link underneath the video in the comments or in the description. Both of them are good areas to find questions to get the sets. The set's free. You can get that. The rules are free. So you can be playing this if you want. It's a good game and it doesn't cost anything. So it's kind of a nice way to try it out. Sunderland and P plus, 161 P plus, 1026 offside Isidore. Sheffield United has it, 378, taken away by 09. 585 P, 541 P star. Bellingham has it now for Sunderland. 387, they stay in P star. They still do it. They can't be taken, it's not taken away, but a foul. Roberts is fouled by a hammer. Free kick to Sunderland. 223, shot by Hume against a 10. That is off target. Hume goes off target. Sheffield United's ball. 948 P star. 488 P star. 128 P star. They're still in it, so they have possession until something happens. P star 221. Foul 2, like a foul. Ahmed Azik is fouled by Lafi. And again, if I'm mispronouncing any names, I apologize. I'm not real good with names. 862 P. 1028 is not an offside. He misses the check, so it's a P. 654 P. 943. Shot attempt by Moore against an 11. Gets it through, and it's on target, but saved. So Kiefer Moore goes on target. Their first shot on target for the game. Saved by Patterson and kept by Patterson, and they'll outlet out. Foul 4 is a P. 384 P. 464 P. 776 taken away by Hammer. 288 P. And we'll check 4 minutes of stoppage time in the first half here. 9:15 fouled. Moore is fouled by 09. Free kick. 183 taken away by Sirkin. 218. Foul 1 and a foul. Hume is fouled by Moore. Free kick. 446 P. 528. Shot by Peck against a 3 off target. 91 minus 40, so that's going to end up being Sunderland's ball. 762. Almost to halftime here. 130 shot attempt by Sirkin against a 1 on target, but saved. So Sirkin goes on target. Saved by Cooper. 37 is the number. It's an aerial battle. 2 versus 6 is 1. Oh, it's even. Got to remember that. Normally when I play, home team wins the tie. So it's a tie. So it's a straight up P. 1073 is taken away by Isidore against a 2, but off target. So a little flurry here late by Sunderland. Sheffield United has it. 1065 P, and that's going to end the half. Okay. 6 shots, 1 on target, 4 fouls, 3, 4, 5, 9, 4, 5, 4. Okay, so halftime is here. Sunderland wins the half 1-0. They end up with 9 shots, 4 on target. Sheffield United 6 shots, 1 on target. Good game so far. I'm sure the pressure would be mounting here. The tension would be mounting. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. The second half now, endurance checks can come in. So I talked about this. When an endurance check comes up, I'll cover it when it happens. I'm going to check the offensive player, the defensive player, and I'll do another check for offensive and defensive players to try to see who fails an endurance check and comes out. If that does happen, I will re-roll after. So I won't take that roll. I'll re-roll, just so that when I sub in a player, they don't always get the ball. So we'll see how this works here. Okay, Sunderland's ball. 972 taken away by Moore. Taken away by Moore. A possible shot attempt against 0. That is off target. So Moore goes off target. 47 is going to be controlled by Sunderland. So there's an endurance check. The first check is going to be player 8, which is Brewster for Sheffield United. That is a 50 endurance, so he passes. Player 6 is O'Neill, he's an 85, he passes. Player 7 is a 70, and player 9 is a 75. So everybody passes. So we'll play out the roll. 677 is a takeaway by Souza. I'm going to have to mark down whose ball it is when those happen because I will lose track. 10-15, foul 5, P. 153, P. 968, and a P. Just thinking about that. 566, P. 831. Shot attempt by Brewster against a 0, but off target. So a couple quick shots here for Sheffield United. That is going to be an aerial battle won by the Blades. They have the ball. 351, P. 137, P. 474, taken away by Chowdhury. 478. Oh, no. Taken away by Chowdhury. 478. That's an own goal. Oh, just like Luke Shaw in the Europa League Championship. Dan Ballard knocks in an own goal. So, you check his rating. OG 78.4. The extra 10 is a 1. Goal to... Who is that, Ballard? Goal to Sheffield United. Tied at 1. 364p, 448. Okay, so that is Sheffield United's ball, but we're going to check some players here. 65, 85, 80, and 85. So we play. Chowdhury is a P. 987p, 135p, 482, taken away by Chowdhury. 567p, 265p, 121, foul 1, and a foul. Robinson is fouled by Ballard. I have the hardest time finding him. I don't know why. Robinson fouled by Ballard. Free kick. 366p. 426. Shot by Ballard. Against a 7. Can he make up for it? No, it's off target. Gets the shot off target. 63 is going to be Sheffield United's ball. 672. Taken away by Neal. 545p. 857p. 625. And that's a P. 6. There's Neal. Neal goes -1. So here's what's going to happen. He goes -1. So I'm going to mark him, meaning now his endurance will end up being a 75 on endurance checks. So they get the corner. He goes -1, but that's how that's going to work. So he has a mark on him. 1046. Shot attempt by Isidore against a 10. Off target. Had a shot on the corner. Headed in, but off target. And an aerial battle. Goes out for a goal kick. He punts it down the field. Chowdhury versus 09. 09 wins it. 852p. 976p. 455p. 624. Foul 2 and a foul. Souza fouled by Lafie. Nope, not offside, sorry. Fouled by Lafie. Free kick. 10:28 shot by Campbell on the free kick, off target. So it beats the defender, gets it off target though. 53 plus 8 is 61 and 67. That is going to be Sunderland's ball. 9:27 offside Mayenda. Okay, free kick. 6:38 P. 10:44 shot attempt by Campbell against a 10, and that stopped. Sunderland stops that. So we're at the 60-minute mark. Subs will start happening a little bit more regularly here. We'll see what happens. 4:57 P. 1:72 taken away by Sirkin. 1:52 P. 4:12, and that's not a corner. It's stopped by the defense. 3:57 P. So each team has a corner kick defense rating and a penalty kick defense rating. So depending on how many corners and penalty kicks they give up, the rating can be higher or lower. So on those, any corner kick that's not an 11, 11 is always a corner. Anyone that's not an 11, it gets checked against the defense. 478 is taken away by Chowdhury. 8:22, foul 4 is a P. 4:24, P star. Sheffield United with it, with pressure. The shot attempt by Robinson against a 9. He gets it through, but it's off target. Robinson goes off target. 48 is Sunderland's ball. The momentum seems to have shifted here after the own goal. 8:83 P 6:33 P star. And there's an endurance check. Okay, so they're in P star, so I don't have to mark anything. Brewster fails, so he's going to go. Mayenda passes. Campbell failed, so he's going to go. And Roberts passes. So Brewster and Campbell both are going to come out here once this P star is done. So I will not do it during a P star, but once it's done, Brewster and Campbell are going to get taken out. 6:55 P star, 3:24 foul 1 and a foul. Burrows fouled by Neal, and we will have some subs. Okay, looking at the subs, so I'm going to bring up this sheet so you can see it. I have the subs listed for both teams here. What I'm going to try to do in normal course of play is if a player is being subbed out, then the replacement has to be within one position point of that player. So Brewster is a 4.25 and Campbell is a 5. So 4.25 would mean a 3.25 or above. So one of those three. Campbell's a 5, so it's going to have to be one of these 3.75. So these two guys are going to be subbed out. Brooks is going to come in for Brewster. I can see their stats. So he's a 28 offensive, a 3 defense. So Brooks comes in for Brewster. Don't know how I'm going to do this. So again, this is new. So, okay, so I'm going to go here. Just winging this one here a little bit. Brooks for Brewster and Saki for Campbell. I may have to have those not hidden. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Just trying to figure this out as I go. So these guys are gone. Let me put those in yellow. They're out. Okay. And they're in. We'll put their cards in. Brewster's out. Campbell's out. Brooks is in. And Saki is in. And they have a free kick, so we play. So 2 subs are done. Let's see if those guys, yeah, it worked. Very cool. Okay, surprised myself. 487 P. We're at the 3/4 mark here. 351 P. 434 P. 452 P. 487 P. 824. Shot attempt by Roberts against an 8, and that one is off target as well. 79. That's going to be Sheffield United's ball. 6:42 P. 10:12 is not a corner. It's stopped by the defense. That's a red, so they'll stop it. 5:43 P star. 1:46 P star. 7:53 P star. 10:67 P star. 6:13 is a corner. Corner to Sunderland. 5:42 P star. I really don't want this game to go overtime, but it might. 3:12. Not a corner. They stay in P star. 1:44 P star. 5:74 taken away by Peck. Sheffield United ball. Shot attempt by Moore against a 6. And that will be, so 9:34. Shot attempt by Moore against a 6. Through on target and a goal. Kiefer Moore scores, and maybe this game won't go to overtime. Assisted by Hammer. Sheffield United takes the lead. The heartbreak for Sunderland. If you watch Sunderland Till I Die, they get to the playoffs, and I think it's League One, because they went down a ways. And they got to the playoffs, and they lost, and you just see the heartbreak on the fans, and it's crushing. And I'm sure it is to get this close to be promoted, especially to the Premier League, the richest game in football, they call it. Devastating. Sunderland ball. They come back with a shot attempt by against Souza. Roberts against Souza. It is through, but on target, but saved. So Roberts goes on target and saved. Sheffield United has it. 7:23. Foul 1 and a foul. Hammer fouled by Lafee. Free kick for the Blades. 7:68. And that's a card. Lafee cards in the 72nd minute. Still no subs for Sunderland. 4:56 P. 6:75 taken away by Neal. 1:44 P star. 5:18 foul 5. No, P star. 3:26 shot by 09 against an 8. Off target. That would have been close. Wouldn't have been in there, but it would have been close. But it's off target. Cooper's a -3, so that knocks it from a 27 to a 24, which means 09 now goes off target. 65-71 is United's ball. 9:61 P. 1:13 P. 1:72 taken away by Robinson. 10:18 fouled. Roxaki fouled by Hume. Oh, I have to write them down here. Again, new system. Trying to figure that out while doing the video. Fouled by Hume. 14 to go. 7:15 fouled. Hammer fouled by Isidore. Another free kick. They're okay with being fouled, running some clock. 2:12. Endurance check. Okay. Ahmedadzik passes. Roberts fails for Sunderland. And 7. Hammer fails. And Isidore passes. So Hammer's going to go. And Roberts is going to go. So what I'm trying to do with this is push more people into endurance checks to try to more closely match that 3 sub windows. I'm not going to stick strictly to it, but I'm trying to match that 3 sub window and get the 5 subs in. So Hammer is going to come out, and Roberts is going to come out. Hammer, go to my score sheet here. What if I can do this? This might help. Help me a lot, actually. There. That will help me. Hammer is a 3.75 as well. So I could go 2.75 or above. That's going to be O'Hare. O'Hare is going to come in for Hammer. And I'll write him down this time. And Roberts is out. Roberts is a 3.75. So Mundell is going to come in for Mundell is going to come in for Roberts. man. Oh, okay. Sorry. Bear with me here. I will get this. Okay, good. So that is a sub there and a sub there. Subs in the 75th minute. So who is it? Mundle, and O'Hare. It's definitely slowing me down, but that's okay. Mundle and O'Hare come in. I don't even have his card here. What the heck? Oh, jeez. Okay. Sorry. Figuring it out. Here we go. There's Mundle. He's on the other team, so that's why I don't see him. So they go +2. Hammer was a +3, so they're actually going to drop one in the plus minus because of that change. And Mundle is a +2. Roberts comes out, so they go +2 there. So they give a plus minus advantage to subs that come in. So we are at 3 subs to 1. This was a free kick. I'm going to re-roll. Free kick to Sheffield United 214 is a foul. I don't think I rolled it. Let's roll. There we go. 774. Taken away by Lafie. Taken away by Lafie. 926 is offside by Mayenda. Again, thanks for bearing with me on those changes. This is just a new system for me and trying to figure it out. 466p, 123. Okay, endurance check. Robinson passes. Bellingham passes. Amadazic passes, and Mundle was a sub. He just came in, so nothing happens. A 123 is a shot attempt by Robinson against a 6. That's off target. So Robinson goes off target. 27, it'll be Sunderland's ball. 624 is a shot attempt by Neil against a 3. That's off target. And that will be Sheffield United. 571 possible card. No, it's a P. No card on Bellingham. 355p. 335. Shot attempt by Burrows against a 10. That stopped. Wouldn't have been a goal, but it was a pretty good shot. 416 foul. Ballard is fouled by Robinson. Ballard fouled by Robinson. Free kick. Time to take advantage of it. 12 minutes to go. 1087. Nothing. P. 886p. Okay, so I'm at the 80-minute mark, so I can do a free sub if I want. Looking at what's available, there isn't much that's going to help Sheffield United here. They've already subbed in most of their offensive players. Actually, I can see it here. I could put an 11 in for a 10. I think I'm going to hold off and wait on that. Roberts is probably the key guy. No, Roberts came out already. So Lafie or Mayenda. So Lafie, the 375. I'm going to bring in Watson for Lafie for Sunderland. And make that sub. He's going to be a +2. A little bit better offense there. Okay. So Lafie is out. Watson is in. He's a 20 offense rating. Not great, but better. And that's their second sub. Okay. I didn't do checks on this, so I'm going to just keep it where it's at. 1037 is a shot attempt by Roxaki against a 9. That's off target. I think I should just roll automatically on subs, but I'll figure it out. 68 is going to be Sunderland's ball. 754p. 872 taken away by Mundle. 4 Ballard is going to go +5 on that, and so that actually will bring it back to even. On the plus minus neutral sides, I want the team to be ahead by 2 to get the advantage. Sorry, that makes it 8-7. So the possession's back to a 1-10. 223 shot attempt by Hume against a 10. That one stopped. That wouldn't have been a goal. Would have been really close, but wouldn't have been a goal. 766p, 758p, 975p, 281 taken away by Amadazik. 954 P. 212 is a corner for Sheffield United. 588 P. Time running out. 935 shot attempt by Moore against a 2, and that stopped. Open play. 940 shot attempt by Mayenda against a 10. That's off target. Hold on, Peanut. Sheffield United's ball. 10:31 shot attempt by Rakasaki against a 0 off target. His second shot attempt off the bench. 85-95 is going to be an aerial. 5 versus 1 is won by Sheffield United. 554 P. 154 P. 746 P star. Sunderland has it. They got to do something here quick. 176 taken away by Robinson. Defense stands up. 5'11", so Peck on the corner is going to get a +5. And they're going to earn that possession advantage back again. 651 P. 812, not a corner, it stopped. 824, so we have endurance checks. Mundell is a sub, and Peck is going to fail, so Peck is going to come out. That would be their 4th. Neal's got to come out. And, no, wait, sorry. 6 is Souza. Souza is coming out. So that's their 5th. And Bellingham is coming out. Okay. So, Peck and Souza and Mayenda, who's the 9, Mayenda, bummer, and Bellingham. Okay, let's check who's going to come in. In the 90th minute, Peck and Souza. Peck's a 2.25, both 2.25, so let's go with McCallum, who gives you the best defense there. McCallum's going to come in for Peck. And Souza 2.25, so it's going to be T. Davies. T. Davies will be in for Souza. Both of those get +2. Peck was a +5, Souza was a +5, so they both lose those. They're going to lose 6 points on the plus-minus. That hurt. And coming out for Sunderland is going to be Bellingham and Mayenda. Coming in is going to be Bellingham's a 2.25. Brown's going to come in for Bellingham. Oh, not there. Sorry, I'll get there. Brown in for Bellingham. And Rigg for Mayenda. No. Can he? Yes, he can. Mayenda's a 4.75. So Rigg for Mayenda. So they've almost got all the subs in. So most of the subs got there. +2, +2. Mayenda's out. Bellingham's out. They are going to now go to a +4. They'll get the advantage on the possession, move it to a 9. And I got to put the subs in that are actually coming in. McCallum and Davies and Brown and Rigg. Just trying to keep it all straight. Okay, we'll re-roll. I'm going to re-roll on that. It is a 386 is a P. So we're going to stoppage time. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 336. So we'll do that last endurance check. It's going to be Mundell as a sub, and Sirkin is going to have to come out. So Sirkin's going to come out for Sunderland, the last sub of the game. coming in for him. They bring a defender in. So that will end up being Mepham is coming in for Sirkin. As I do more of these videos, this system will become a little smoother. So again, I apologize. I'm trying to figure it all out. But all 5 subs have been used for both teams. We'll do a new roll here. 264p, 247p, 652p. 4. Ballard is going to go plus 5 more on the corner. Time running out. Got to do it now. 181p. 2 minutes, 1 minute left to go. 10:32. Shot attempt by Roxaki against a 2 that is off target. 3 shots off the bench for him though. 70-80 is an aerial battle. 8 versus 10. That's won by Sheffield United. They can try to run it out here. Take it to the corner. 781p. 733. A shot attempt by Watson though against a 3 off target. So Watson goes off target for Sunderland. Sheffield United has it. Still some time on the clock. McCallum with a shot attempt against a 2. That one stopped. Got to do it now. Shot attempt by Rigg against a 2. Off target. So a couple shot attempts, both off target. Sheffield United ball. The next minute is going to end it. That's a P. 3:14 is a foul. 09 is fouled by Roxaki. 09, foul by Roxaki. Free kick. So if when that turns to 95, unless it's on a free kick or a corner, that's going to end it. 10:75, and that will end it. Roxaki with the takeaway. And that is the last play of the game, the last action of the game. So that does it. Good game. Again, I'm doing a new system here, so just trying to work through the kinks on that and with the subs. I don't normally play that way, so that slowed me down a lot. Still, good game. Ended up 2-1. So let's see how that plays out in real life. If this game goes that way, it will be pretty exciting. The game would be exciting to be. Again, heartbreak for Sunderland, but Sheffield United would be jumping for joy going back up to the Premier League. So that's going to do it. Let's look at what we have here. Just a final look at the stats. Sheffield United with 15 shots, 2 on target. One of them scored, though. The goal by Moore was the game winner. Sunderland, 18 shots, 5 on target. The own goal is a big one. The own goal by Ballard really, that sunk Sunderland there. So, good game. New system for me. Got the subs in. Next week, I will be doing a pre-play of the Champions League final, as long as I get the Serie A League done, the set done. So that'll be interesting. Tune into that. I'll do that one on Thursday as well and post it out there. But again, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check below in the description for access to where the Facebook channel is and the Delphi form. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them. There's lots of people out there that are more than happy to answer the questions. It's a good group. Good game. Again, it's free. This is a free set that's out there. But that's going to be it for tonight for Friday Night Football on Thursday. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you next week. Until then, you guys have a good night. Have a good weekend.